The Buddha taught that happiness largely comes from within our relationships. In this video, I will explain a practice that changed my life by improving my relationships. It is called insight dialogue, a method developed by Gregory Kramer, one of my early teachers. Stay until the end, where I share a personal story of how insight dialogue helped one of my relationships. We are social beings, interconnected and non-separate. Our joys and sorrows are shared experiences, shaping the world around us. When we cultivate loving kindness and compassion, our relationships blossom. We find peace not in isolation, but in the embrace of community. The path to harmonious relationships starts with understanding. We must learn to listen deeply, not just to words, but to the unspoken language of the heart. True communication goes beyond the surface, embracing the full spectrum of human experience.
Scientists tell us that words convey only a fraction of our communication. While words are powerful, they are just the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the surface, our bodies are constantly sending out signals that speak volumes. Our bodies speak volumes through subtle cues and expressions. A fleeting glance, a slight change in posture, or the way we move our hands can convey emotions and intentions that words often fail to capture. A gentle touch, a warm smile, the way we hold ourselves, all these communicate deeper truths. These nonverbal cues can express love, empathy, and understanding in ways that words cannot. When we attune to these nonverbal signals, we gain a richer understanding of ourselves and others. By becoming more aware of these cues, we can improve our relationships and connect on a deeper level.
Our internal landscape is also a wellspring of information. Just as we read the body language of others, we can learn to read our own internal signals. Body sensations, emotions, and thoughts arise and pass away like waves on the ocean. Each wave carries with it a message, a piece of the puzzle that makes up our inner world. By paying attention to these inner experiences, we develop greater self-awareness. Mindfulness practices can help us tune into these subtle signals, allowing us to understand our emotions and reactions better. This awareness becomes a compass, guiding us towards greater authenticity and connection in our relationships. It helps us navigate the complexities of human interaction with more grace and empathy, leading to more meaningful and fulfilling connections.
Insight. Dialogue bridges mindfulness meditation with interpersonal communication. It's a practice of deep listening and mindful speaking, fostering understanding and compassion. Rooted in Buddhist teachings, insight dialogue invites us to bring a gentle, non-judgmental awareness to our interactions. During insight dialogue, we slow down and create space for mindful pauses. We listen attentively to ourselves and others, noticing thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise. This practice cultivates a profound sense of presence, allowing us to respond to each other with greater clarity and kindness. Insight dialogue unfolds through 6 guidelines, each supporting deeper connection and fostering genuine understanding between individuals. First, pausing. We begin by creating space for stillness and reflection. This pause allows us to settle into the present moment, letting go of distractions and becoming fully present. Next, intention. We set an intention to cultivate openness, curiosity, and compassion in our communication. This intention guides our interactions, helping us to remain focused on positive and meaningful exchanges. Then, awareness. We pay attention to our internal experience, thoughts, feelings, and body sensations, without judgment. This awareness helps us to understand ourselves better and respond more thoughtfully. Following that, listening. We listen deeply to the other person, seeking to understand their perspective with empathy. Deep listening involves being fully present and attentive, without planning our response while the other person is speaking. Afterwards, speaking. We speak from our own experience with honesty and kindness, using I statements. This helps to convey our feelings and thoughts clearly, fostering a more genuine connection. Finally, gratitude. We express appreciation for the opportunity to connect and learn from one another. Gratitude reinforces positive interactions and strengthens the bonds we share, making our connections more heartfelt and meaningful.
I remember a time when my relationship with a good friend was strained. We argued frequently, our words sometimes laced with anger and resentment. It felt like we were constantly at odds, unable to see eye to eye on anything. The tension between us was palpable, and it seemed like there was no way out of the cycle of conflict. Desperate for a change, we decided to try insight dialogue. At first, it felt awkward and unfamiliar. We were skeptical, unsure if this practice could really make a difference. But we were willing to give it a try, hoping for any sign of improvement. But as we practiced, something shifted within us. We began to listen to each other with greater empathy, hearing the pain and longing beneath our words. It was as if we were finally seeing each other for the first time, recognizing the hurt and vulnerability that lay beneath our anger. The practice helped us cultivate compassion, not just for each other, but also for ourselves. We learned to be kinder, more patient, and more understanding. It was a gradual process, but with each session we felt a little closer, a little more connected. Slowly, our relationship began to heal, transforming from a source of suffering into a source of support and love. We found a new way to communicate, one that was based on mutual respect and genuine care. Our bond grew stronger, and our friendship flourished.
Imagine a world where insight dialogue is practiced not just in meditation halls, but in homes, schools, and workplaces. Imagine classrooms where children learn to communicate mindfully, resolving conflicts with compassion. Imagine workplaces where colleagues listen deeply to one another, fostering collaboration and creativity. The practice of relational mindfulness has the power to transform our world. By cultivating greater awareness, compassion, and skillful communication, we can create a more peaceful and just society for all beings. Integrating insight dialogue into daily life is a journey of small, consistent steps. We can start by bringing mindful awareness to our everyday conversations. Pause before speaking. Listen attentively. Speak from the heart. Cultivate gratitude for the opportunity to connect. Remember that every interaction, no matter how small, is an opportunity to practice. With each mindful breath, each compassionate word, we weave threads of connection, creating a tapestry of love and understanding that extends outwards, touching the lives of all beings.